white male or a white woman that they like to sexualize in a video game. But speaking of video games, let's talk about Smash Bros. Creator Masahiro Sakurai and how he says that Japanese devs should focus on domestic, not Western taste. Now, when I read this headline, I said this fits well within today's theme, because the first thing we talked about, if you're not in the stream and you're watching this chopped up on my YouTube page, some QaptainSlander clips, you know, subscribe. If you ain't hit that subscribe button, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what's wrong with you. Go take your medicine. Drink some water so you ain't got that feeling of a pill being at the back of your throat after you take your special brain meds. Sip some water again, you know, because water's good for yourself. Water's good for your body. Sip some water again. Rethink your decisions. And go hit that subscribe button. Hit the like while you're there too. But anyway, Smash Bros. Sakurai Japanese devs should focus on. Okay, I had to reread the headline because I forgot what I was even saying. Anyway, it's just an article talking about how Sakurai argues that overseas players don't want Japanese studios to make Americanized games. Now, I'm gonna read this article with a completely open mind, because all I saw was a headline, and my first thought when I read this headline is what the fuck is he talking about? What is blood yapping about? Rather than achieving the award for any of his video game works, Sakurai's honors instead in his YouTube series, blah blah blah. Last week's collected award, don't give a fuck. According to Sakurai, Western players buy Japanese games with the expectation that they will provide something different from Western developed games, so there's no need for Japanese studios to adapt. Okay. Now, if you're not understanding what he said in that statement, what he said was, if I go to a hot dog shop, if I go to a hot dog stand, if I go to the yo suck my dick Frank stand, right? I'm not coming to get a burger. If I go to the Frank stand, if somebody invites me to a Frank stand, I'm not going there expecting to see a lobster pop out the cut and be like, and then break open his shell and it's a bag of beans in there for me to eat. That's not what I'm expecting. If I go to the nut cart, I'm not expecting to see gosh darn ribeye steak. I'm expecting to see some nuts that I'm going to put in my mouth. You get what I'm saying? That's what I think he's saying. People go certain places and they expect certain things when they get to those places. He's saying, why would I buy, if I wanted to play an American game, I would buy an American game. If I want to play a Japanese game, I'm going to buy a Japanese game. So don't be a Japanese studio trying to make an American game. It's not necessarily my own idea. The earth has been around for over 2,000 years. It's been around for millions of years. There's no way you can have your own ideas at this point. It's not necessarily my own idea, but the trend in the games industry is that Japanese people should go for what Japanese people like. And anybody who's not Japanese that likes those also things should know where to go. A while ago, there was certainly a culture of making Americanized products because various works were popular in the US. Yeah, I can see them trying to cater to the audience they think they have instead of the audience that they really have, being like a detriment and a thing that messes up the vision, because that's something that I often see mess up games player bases. They try to cater to what they think people want instead of what people are showing what they want, because over here we don't care what you say you want. What do you show you want? People swear to God they want better AAA $70 releases, but we pull up the numbers every month and the most purchased games are Madden. This year, because NCAA just came back out, NCAA / Madden, 2K, Call of Duty, Fortnite, Roblox, games that have been around for basically forever are usually the top 10 most bought games. Then after you get past those typical entries, whatever the new hot game is, like a Wukong, a Stellar Blade, a Helldivers, then it's a game like that that's the most selling of the week of the month. And we've seen it, we've been following this trend all last year, and it was the same thing every time I checked. Didn't matter what the month was. It was Call of Duty, Madden, Madden slash NCAA. So basically Madden's taking up 3 spots. Roblox, Fortnite. Been the same thing, bro. So people say they want one thing, but they show they want another thing. You gotta give people what they're showing you they want. If people are showing you that they want your hot dog stand to sell hot dogs, why would you try it? Like, I get you a chef and you might get tired of cooking hot dogs, but if that's the case, open a general food stand. If I see a Frank stand, I'm not trying to buy a peach from it. I'm trying to buy some Franks so I can throw them in somebody's mouth when I say suck my dick. However, I feel that Japanese game lovers overseas are not looking for such things. Yeah, because if I'm getting a Japanese game, that means I went out of my way to find out information about that game, because I would not naturally see that because I am not a Japanese gamer. I'm a gamer that likes Japanese games. For something unique and interesting from Japan. In other words, I think the ideal is to make games the way you like them, and the people who can accept them will enjoy them. That is a factual statement. In an interview earlier, I don't give a fuck where the interview was, and a statement explaining why Sakurai was given an award. Okay, so they're just yapping, talking about other BS. But yeah, I agree. There's another W take from Masahiro Sakurai, aka Daddy Sax, because he's very right. That's a very right statement. Again, you don't invite somebody to a 5-star restaurant. They show up at the restaurant, pull up a chair, you on the table unbagging and unboxing chicken Donald's McNuggets. Why you take me to a 5-star restaurant? You could have took me to a park bench and I could reach in a trash can and get that shit for free. Why you spending unnecessary money on bullshit that's gonna fuck your body up? Nigga, we might as well go in the back and eat the half-eaten Pop-Tarts and chicken out the dumpster for all that. Anyway, now that my artistic, colorful language is done painting that image in your head, let's talk about how there was a developer on Fragpunk mocking the Spectre device shutdown. Because 2 of these games, I wouldn't call them necessarily artsy-fartsy games, but are games that are heavily art-focused. And first things first, before anything, I'm gonna see what the fuck he said. Bad Guitar Studio issues an apology to Mountaintop Studios for an insensitive comment on Spectre device closure. You know what's the funny thing about talking about Spectre device closure? Most of you motherfuckers probably don't know what it is, so you probably don't even know when its opening was. Let me repeat myself again. Most of you niggas probably don't even know what that is because you don't remember its opening. Timing is important. Timing is important. When this game came out, what did I say? Gang that K-Block is allegedly in. This shit was DOA on site. They released this in the midst of so many other big gaming releases, on top of not promoting it well, that nobody cared. This game released like a month before Marvel Rivals. If anybody was dedicated playing Spectre the Divide, you think they were gonna stay on it with Marvel Rivals out? Nigga, no. They got straight the fuck off that game. Bad Guitar Studios issues an apology for Mountaintop. The studio assured the community that the content does not reflect our studio. Basically, they pulled the, hey, that bitch ass nigga said that. That's what he think. Fragpunk developer faces backlash. Okay, what did he say? I want to see the Z or whatever. Today we made a comment in response to the closure of Mountaintop that was insensitive. Okay, what was the comment? That's what I want to see. I'm trying to find a quote. It's no secret that the video game industry has been rife with layoffs. On March, Mountaintop Studios, Spectre will be closing down, highlighting that the tactical shooter, them niggas is broke. Did I not put this on random? It don't feel like it. What did they respond with? I swear to God. Okay, no, this is apology. Oh! Okay, let's see what they said. Oh. That's fucking crazy. Alright, so the reason why this is crazy is because number one, Let me turn on my music for this one. Now, I understand that sometimes brand accounts aren't necessarily reflective of what the brand thinks. But there's a couple things I want you to notice about this imagery. Oh, wait, nope, wrong one. There's a couple things I want you to notice about this imagery. I'm gonna give you a second to figure it out. You know what? It's the same if I pull this up. So let me help you. Let me show you something. Now, if you don't know how Twitter works, I can't get mad at you not understanding why this picture is fucking crazy. Oh, that's my alarm to upload a TikTok. 1 second. Swipe up, 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 swipe up. But alright, while all that shit loads, let me tell you why this image is absolutely crazy, batshit insane, bonkers for me to see right now. If you don't know how Twitter works, in order to be verified on Twitter, you have to pay for it. I know this because I pay for it and I am verified on my social media account. There are 3 different check marks on Twitter as of right now from what I remember, what I understand. Which one was it? Oh, it was this one. There are 3 different check marks. There's the blue check mark. That's for people who just have Twitter Blue. There's the gray check mark. Twitter Blue is the $8 one, $16, whatever. There's the gray one for if you're a political official. And then there's the yellow one. That's the business tier edition. Now, the main difference between the business tier edition of Twitter Blue and Twitter Verified and like regular Twitter Blue is that this is the one you get if you're a normal person. This shit costs $8. The real business verification, the yellow check, costs $2,000. You both have blue checks. You do not have this is the official business of such and such page checks. Now, if you're not putting 2 and 2 together, let me break it down even further. Spectre the Divide shut down because they were broke. They can't afford to pay $2,000 for the official business verification. They still got the $8 Twitter Blue. Just like you. You know what this is? This is like you and I almost said the old name for it. This is like you and somebody else are in a slow kid class. You're in a slow kid class. And you turn over to whoever's in the slow kid class with you, and you say, yo, shut your stupid ass up. You're up. And they look at you like, I mean, okay, but you're in the same class as me. You're in the same class. You're the pot calling the kettle black. You're the sinner in hell saying you're a demon. Bitch, you in hell too. You're a demon too. What was we talking about? You saying, oh, man, nah. See what it is I'm 10 times smarter than you. I got put here by mistake. Nigga, you have an IEP. You wasn't put here by mistake. Your IEP isn't ADHD. Your IEP says this nigga has learning difficulties. Nigga has a hard time learning. We're in the 6th grade and you read sentences. Message from our CEO about the future of Spectre Divide. That's the inside voice. That's how they read inside their head. That's not the outside voice. That motherfucker's in the 6th grade. In the 6th grade, I was reading out of college, so I can't fucking relate. I can't fucking relate. But back to the subject. Like I said, this is a dumbass statement because if this game flops, oh my god, Blacka. You just shot yourself in the foot. And like I said, I don't hate Fragpunk. I don't want that to be misconstrued with my review of Fragpunk. I don't hate Fragpunk. It's just not for me. But if you fail, niggas gonna use this. They gonna be on your ass. Fragpunk has like no promotion. You know, it's one of the things that I was talking with one of my friends, one of my homies, and I was like, you know, it's the biggest indicator that like I'm scared for Fragpunk, that I don't think this game is gonna go too far. That at best it'll be like a niche game with a very hardcore community. Fragpunk player count spiked to its highest peak after the first day it was released. Now, if you don't understand why that's a terrible thing, let me explain what that means. That means that when the game came out, everybody who wanted to give this game, that's free by the way, it's free. Everybody who wanted to give this game a chance didn't know it was out. They didn't know it's out. And also, there's a whole thing about how they couldn't release, the console version because it wasn't ready yet, so they only released it on PC. That's also fucking with their numbers. But it's like, yo, your player count shouldn't spike as sharply as it did after the game came out, because that means nobody knew that your shit came out when it came out in the first place. So you're on track. That doesn't mean you're gonna arrive and stop at the same place, but you're on track to be releasing this same type of statement. So y'all should shut the fuck up, because this could be you. This could be you. This is what it looks like when you going, ha ha, you're poor. You spend your whole childhood going, ha ha, you're a poor crackhead bum, you'll never be anything in life. Poor bum bitch. To the old man on the side of the road that was a crackhead drinking his little drink every day, sad as hell, homeless as hell, reaching in trash cans begging for spare change. Then you grew up, some things happened in your life. Now you sitting down on the sidewalk one day and the little kid come up to you, and then you think back, damn, I remember when I used to do that to people. That could be you. Y'all better chill the fuck out before you end up in a spot you don't want to be in. Alright, so it's reasonable that they issued an apology. Matter of fact, y'all niggas gotta, y'all apology might not even be enough. Let's read the apology. Let's read the apology and see how they coming. Let's see how they bumming. Today, they spun back and apologized same day. Today we made a comment in response to the closure of Mountaintop Studios that was insensitive and unprofessional. Yeah, because another thing you got to keep in mind is a lot of people lose their jobs whenever a game studio shuts down. So when a game studio shuts down, it just isn't the game goes bye-bye and everybody's fine. Like, no, nigga, people lose their jobs. People cannot play the game anymore. It's not just people cannot play the game anymore. Some people don't have a place to work if a game like this shuts down. Because, in case you didn't know, Spectre the Divide, even though Fragpunk has Microsoft backing, Spectre the Divide was essentially made by an indie studio that partnered up with Shroud. He didn't play the game because, like I said, Marvel Rivals came out a month after Spectre came out. So any of the few people that were probably playing it, they gave up. They said, nigga, I want to be Iron Man. I want to fly in the sky and not get shot every fucking match. The content does not reflect our studio's values or respect for for fellow industry peers. We want to offer a sincere apology to everyone at Mountaintop and have taken steps to ensure this doesn't happen again. Yeah. Like bro was saying down here, ironically, they were trying to ore farm. I don't agree with the rest of their statement, but it sounds like they were trying to ore farm and they were trying to be cool by making a funny roast that makes everybody go, ha ha ha, I'm in agreement. But it's like, bitch, you're in the same boat. You are in the same boat. Let me repeat that again. You're in the same boat. You're in the slow cause calling everybody in your class stupid idiots that I shouldn't be around. How you think you got here? Oh, the system just messed up? I know what you are. You're the dude in the back of the cop car after killing somebody. Yo, bro, I swear to God I'm innocent. I swear to God I'm innocent. Yo, bro, I ain't do it. Yo, bro, they lied on me. Officer, time out, they lied on me. They telling Mibs. They lied. Ah, officer, come on, I'm innocent. Just let me out the back of the car. Come on, man. I woke up, man, on the side of the highway. I don't even give a fuck, man. That's you. That's you. That's your dumbass. That's you. Oh, shit. That's you. That's your dumbass. I don't think we need any more context. We kind of have an understanding of the situation, and yeah. Whoever's your social media manager, whoever was in charge of making that tweet, that nigga's 100% fired. And if they're not, they need to be. Because like some shit like that is unacceptable. Because it's okay to make memes and jokes about other companies, but it's not okay to spit on somebody while they down. Because I'm all for making memes and jokes about shit, but like that's a personal account type Z. You don't make that shit on a company account, you fucking idiot. Everybody has seen that Wendy's account make jokes and do roast me's and stuff like that, which fun fact, I was in one. Make fucking jokes and roast me's and stuff like that. And it's like, bro, you think that they just gave somebody, you think they just walked up to somebody, gave them a phone and they say, yo, tweet whatever bullshit you thinking right now. And that just worked and they just got it like that? They just go like that? Like, no, bruh. It's planning, market research, studying. It's certain stuff that goes into doing what you think is just a random 5 a.m. shower thought. Some of them, a good portion of them tweets are stolen. Just to let y'all know. This nigga's sitting in rooms whose whole job is to think up and figure out what tweet can bring in the most people to that tweet so they can see it. Basically, they manipulated the algorithm to get free advertising before like doing that was a popular thing. So it's like, yeah, I get it. You're trying to get your name up there in the algorithm, but that's not the way to do it, gang. And whoever did that shit, make an example out of their ass. Something else that should be made an example out of is how Resident Evil 3 is now available for Apple devices. Now, I want to see how this game runs because I don't know why anybody would want to play a demake of a remake. For all that, just download a damn emulator and play the real Resident Evil 3, not the remake. But hey, if you're end up playing demakes, I just wanted to let y'all know you can play Resident Evil 3 on your iPhone with full storage at 7 frames per second, nigga. It's called Resident Evil 3 Remake because really you're playing Resident Evil Remake, but it runs at 3 frames. So they're telling you it's the Resident Evil 3 frames per second remake. They just forgot to put the FPS part in there. So you're welcome. I'm just letting you know ahead of time. Something I can never let you know ahead of time is about how Helldivers 2 had only 20 devs, and then over time it grew to them having more and more developers. And I didn't read this article, so I'm gonna like skim through it though. But the basic synopsis is, when you're successful, you have more funds, you got to do something with those funds. Now, I don't know if this is necessarily 100% the right thing to do with their funds all the way, because like, yes, after having a game that went from nobody has ever heard of this shit to everybody's playing it now, you want to expand your staff. But the thing about it is, during COVID, a lot of gaming companies, tech companies in general, got it fucked up and they misinterpreted how many people they could hire and whatnot. So I hope this doesn't lead to layoffs, because as soon as that budget starts to balloon and get big, what's the first thing that goes? That's right. Employees lower and lower in the ladder, higher and higher in the ladder, and they raise up some of those lower people to higher positions because they're now cheaper. And a talk with Game Developers Conference, senior materials artist Romaine. What the fuck? Oh, Romaine. It's the I fucked my brain up for a second. But one of the seniors in the company, Romaine, gave a brief timeline of the expansion. There were 20 people at the beginning of the project, and it went to 105 at release in February. He explains, now we are currently at approximately 103 people. Wait, what? 120, 2105, 130. Okay, that's not too much of an unreasonable expansion. That's not too much of an unreasonable expansion. They gained more staff because not only did they have to deal with the fact that when they first released the game, the servers are basically overloaded. Like, you legitimately go watch that video game donkey video if you want like a short synopsis of seeing how it felt to try and play Helldivers day one, because that's the experience I had. I had not being able to log in, not being able to get into the game and play and all that. Like, that game was legitimately stressful to fucking get into and play. So they had to expand their staff greatly because Sony had to basically send out the cavalry, send out the troops to help their ass. Despite being continued, blah, 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 blah. I thought there would be more to this, but it's really not. I hope they don't get it fucked up and start over hiring. That being said, if you are still here in the stream, I am about to play me some Power World because I don't want to play Power World on Marvel Rivals. I'll play, because Power World, I'm going to be playing that a lot passively, so I'm going to play me some Marvel Rivals. If you are still here and enjoying the stream, thank you. Make sure you hit that follow if you haven't already. I am about to restart the stream, so just reload your tab. Oh wait, hold up. I had to set up the oh wait, no. I'll just restart it again.